Once I have all my angles labeled and all this filled in, what I now want to do is come up with these ordered pairs. So the first thing I'm going to do, I want to come up with the ordered pair that represents this point right here. All right, and I'm going to do that for each of the points on the end of each of these lines, okay, as I draw these radii. All right, and so what I do is, this is where I'm going to use my special triangles. Essentially, right now I have a 30-degree angle right here, and if I were to drop a perpendicular line right here to create a right triangle, what happens is this would be a 90-degree angle, this would be a 60-degree angle, and so what I have is one of my special 30, 60, 90 triangles. And the thing about the unit circle, the radius is always 1. So now I know the radius. If I were to remove some of this stuff, don't remove this on yours, but I'm just going to clear a little bit of room so you can see this triangle a little bit better. But as I look at this particular triangle that I have drawn, it's got a radius of 1, so if the radius right here is 1, and I know this is a 30-60 triangle, 30-60-90 triangle, I can come up with the other sides using those special proportions that I have. So either take it off to the side and set up proportions, say, okay, the 1 goes to 2, the same way that we'll call this side x and this side y, that y goes to 1, and you can cross multiply and solve this thing for y. And so when we do that, we find out that y equals 1/2. Okay? And essentially that's giving me part of my ordered pair. I need to find the other half of my ordered pair. The 1 goes to 2, the same way that the x belongs to root 3. And now when I solve this, 2x equals root 3, I find out that x equals root 3 over 2. And so what I'm coming up with is I'm coming up with the x value and the y value associated with this particular ordered pair. If I were to get rid of everything but my answers here, what's happening is I get the ordered pair root 3 over 2, comma, 1/2. And so that's what I want to write down here. And what we're going to find out as we look at these things, when we think about, if you look at the opposite side over the hypotenuse, the opposite side right here is the y over the hypotenuse, which is 1, so it's 1/2 over 1. That's my sine function. Okay, or adjacent over hypotenuse is going to give me the x value from this thing. That's my cosine function. And so what these ordered pairs are really displaying, and I'll write that off to the side here, is the ordered pairs are essentially displaying my cosine of the angle and then my sine of the angle in one really succinct shot. Okay, so what you want to do is keep drawing triangles here, write them off to the side, and come up with each of these ordered pairs so that you can identify the sine and cosine for each of these special angles. All right. The next one, if I'll help you get started, when you drop this perpendicular, you'll now have a 45, 45, 90 triangle where the hypotenuse is 1. And from there, you can fill in the rest of these ordered pairs. So just keep drawing these and see what you come up with. And just keep in mind that as you go in this direction, you're just going to make your x values negative. Down here, your x values and y values will both be negative based on where you are in the Cartesian coordinate system. And down here, your y values will be negative, but your x values will be positive. Okay? So go ahead and fill those in on your unit circle.